Joining me today is Daniele Horton. She's the head of sustainability for Parkway Properties and the founder and president of Verdani Partners. Daniele, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Last year, Parkway merged with Cousins Properties and spun off the assets into two different organizations. What are the challenges or issues that must be addressed when companies merge or acquisitions are made from a sustainability perspective?
Well, one of our biggest challenges was just the large amount of building-specific data that had to be shared between the two entities. So after the merger and they spin off, so a lot of those buildings were pursuing certifications like LEED and Energy Star, and we needed to make sure we're still tracking like monthly utility data. So we needed to make sure that we kept that effort seamless. So we had a challenging task ahead of us, but we had a good plan, and we ensured a smooth transition after the changing ownership of each asset. So in order to facilitate that post-close transition, we convened an in-person meeting with all the different properties, and we went over with them our whole sustainability game plan and policies and programs. We also visited each asset, and it was really helpful to kind of meet everyone face to face.
Parkway has a goal to achieve 20% energy reduction across its portfolio. What are the key steps you plan to take to make that happen?
Some of our portfolio level strategies included, we developed our long-term performance targets, we implemented an energy efficiency policy, we benchmark and we track our progress. We automated all our utility data tracking, so that flow of data comes in an easier way. We also implemented building level energy management software and implemented due diligence for new acquisitions, so that we were looking at efficiency before a property is purchased. Incorporated efficiency projects on annual budget, so we provided tools and resources to make that process easier. Also have a robust tenant engagement program, because obviously it's critical involving them. Incorporated green lease language, also created internal and external recognition programs to motivate the properties. And also we have a portfolio level data management software, which is really helpful in looking at aggregate data for the portfolio. And we publicly report our annual progress so that we can share those results and provide updates on kind of what we're doing.
Now, we've talked in the past about Parkway's participation in the LEED volume program. Can you update us on how that process is going?
That was a challenging task, but the program is working well. And following the merger and spin-off, Parkway's new portfolio is also a lot more efficient. We have 100% of our portfolio benchmarked on Energy Star. 100% of them are doing utility automation, and 95% of our portfolio is now LEED certified. So this new, more efficient portfolio has been very well suited to USGBC's new alternative LEED performance score pathway with their new ARC platform. And some of the benefits of this new certification path include that now, because those certifications have to be maintained. Even though they're already certified, they have to be maintained over time. So we have a much more streamlined annual certification, and the platform ARC works like if you have Energy Star Portfolio Manager. ARC is that new platform. Energy Star Portfolio Manager, you get Energy Star labels, and through ARC you get LEED certifications. But instead of doing every 5 years, it's annual, just like Energy Star. And it's a lot less paperwork and staff time, so instead of putting the efforts toward documentation, paperwork, where we can actually make those investments in actual improvements. We're also focusing, the new certification path is focusing on 5 key performance indicators, which is really helpful. Take out some of the noise and focus on energy, water, waste, transportation, and indoor air quality. And the cool thing about the platform too is that it automates our data flow. So we've connected our data from ARC to Energy Star Portfolio Manager. So a lot of our data with energy, water, waste, it's coming directly from Energy Star Portfolio Manager. So that ongoing data tracking process, it's a lot easier. So far, we've been happy with the changes to the system.
Now, can you talk about some of the goals Parkway has regarding advanced energy, water, and carbon reduction strategies going forward?
We have our kind of long-term reduction targets in energy, carbon emissions, 20% reduction targets in those areas, 30% reduction in water. We also plan to do a 75% increase our waste diversion rate to 75%, and now we have the ability, we talked about that last year, to track waste on Interstar Portfolio Manager, so that's going to really help us with at least getting our data so we can measure our progress. And the other thing, at least from the waste side, now we're centralizing Houston, so we have less waste haulers and vendors to deal with, and we feel like that's going to also help us make bigger strides on our kind of improving our recycling rates and reducing waste to landfill.
Danielle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more from NAREIT's 2017 Leader in the Light Working Forum, be sure to visit REIT.com.